If you're looking for a way to make this mini cute little pumpkin in less than 10 minutes, this video is for you. So for today's videos, I will show you guys how I made this little mini pumpkin using a knitting machine. What I'm having right here is the Addi Express, which has 22 needles. If you're familiar with knitting machines, I bet you already have one of these baby in your pocket. But it's like a really quick and easy formula for you to make the cute little mini pumpkin to sell at your market, or even give it to your friends and family. What are we waiting for? Let's dive in! You will need a 22 needles knitting machines from any brand will work. A drill that is 12 volt or lower. Adapter screwdriver attachments specifically for this size. Burnette velvet enriched terracotta. Darning needle will be best if the top is bent. A good snip. Polyfill for stuffing. And cinnamon stick for the stem. I use the diameters of the knitting machine as the measurements for how much yarn I want to leave out, so which be 2 times the diameters. Starting at the first black needles, I just gonna weave the yarn back and forth between the needles and crank the machine manually for the first 2 rounds. After help the yarn settle in for the first round, now I go on to adjust the row counting and turn it back to all 0. Make sure before you go on, your yarn is not tangled like this. It will get stuck, so you have to untangle all the yarn and leave out the smooth and pretty part. This is my little trick. I would hold the yarn with the front leg and then I can start cranking. After cranking manually the first 2 rounds, now we can start using the drill. Hold on tight because we're about to go really fast. We will keep cranking this until we have 18 rows. Make sure to keep going nice and steady. You don't have to go super fast. When you go too fast, it's so much easier to make your yarn tangle and the stitch will fall out. Just to be safe, I suggest that you will stop using the drill and start cranking by hand after row 17. So we'll crank by hand the last row, row 18. We will need to leave a very long tail to weave in the ends and make all the sections. So again, I use the diameter of the machine as the measurement. This time we're using 4 times the diameter. Then we will slowly cranking again just for 1 row, almost 1 row. I usually leave a couple needles left. Now take out your darning needles because we are about to pick all these yarn off the machine. Here's another trick for you. After you able to pick up the yarn, as you pulling through, put your fingers over it, like put pressure on it so that the yarn won't fall out. The rest of the circle won't fall out. Attentions, please do not stretch the yarns. I repeat, do not stretch the yarn. You just gonna cinch the ends right here slowly and keep it tight. Burnette velvet is very easy to break, so you would not want to pull this hard. Now I'm just gonna simply close the bottom off by putting my needle through. I'm making a couple knots. 2 times or 3 times will be best. Okay, get your polyfill ready because we are about to stuff this turkey. No, I mean pumpkin. Slowly cinch the top part. As you cinch it, put your hands in there to kind of like make the shape. Do not over cinch it because we want to leave some room for the polyfill to go in. I prefer to make the polyfill into a ball like using my hand, make it into a ball before I actually start stuff it inside the pumpkin. Now we cinch tight to close the top part. Slowly and easy, because again this yarn is extremely fragile and easy to break. I use the bottom yarn tail to go through the pumpkins from the bottom, right? We go through the top and then we pull it through and we will tie a knot to secure the round shape. Friendly reminder, do not pull it as hard as I'm doing right now because the yarn might break. We are moving on to making the sections of the pumpkin. Simply wrap your yarn around the ball, put your needle through the middle hole from the bottom sections, go through to the top section. Pull through and then we will wrap it twice for each section of the pumpkin that we make. First, I created 3 segments and then I will do half on each of those segments. So in total, we will have 6 segments for the pumpkin. As you're creating these segments, if you're running out of yarn, simply just switch to the other yarn tail. You have created all 6 segments for the pumpkins. Take your darning needle off and then simply tie knots. I would suggest making between 2 to 3 knots for the best secure. Then you will need to weave both of the yarn tail through your darning needle. We will put both of these yarn tail through the middle hole from the bottom through the top. This is where we're gonna cut the yarn off. Try to cut it as close as you possibly can. You don't have to be too worried about this because this is where we will put the stem and it will hide it. If your cinnamon stick is too long, cut it off into about this size. Then put a generous amount of glue into the middle hole of the top part, and we can put this cinnamon stick in there as the stem of the pumpkin. Wait between 10 to 15 seconds to make sure that your stem is secure in the middle of the pumpkin. And just like that, we have for ourselves a mini pumpkin. I really hope that you enjoyed today's videos. I think this is the cutest little pumpkin. Sell really well at market in fall, and because it's super quick and easy to make, you can sell them at the lower point. And you know how some market they would ask you to participate in fall theme and have fall decoration and fall item. This could be like a good one to add on because literally take less than 10 minutes to make them. Actually, if you do it in batch like a factory line, I think the last time I tested, it took me about an hour to make 10 pumpkins. An hour 10 pumpkins. That's actually really good. Other than that, if you don't sell at market, this is still a good way to make some fall cute present for family and friends. And that being said, if you enjoy this type of videos, you like my tutorials, please let me know in the comments down below. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!